I said encoding error this time. That was on OBS. But it's weird, the Minecraft game also froze but never crashed. Yep, it did make another announcement on Discord. What the heck is going on here? Oh, did they move this? It was up here, now it's over here? What is this here? Can I just... Quick pin. Let me see, where does that pop up? Can I just click that? Play check blah 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 installation. 7 days since last launch. Single creative. This action will launch a game. Don't warn me again. Okay, let's try this. First is what's weird is that it crashed immediately. Usually it first shows the waiting script. Yeah. So this time it did something I've never seen before, which it says encoder error or something over on the Streamlabs, the OBS. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it immediately opens it up. Okay, that's kind of cool. I guess it does. It's less clicking. Maybe I should take advantage of that, especially with all the crashing. But yeah, I think what I'm going to need to do is, after the stream, either start building my new computer or maybe find a different thing to stress test my CPU to see what actually, see if I fried my CPU somehow. Because I ran a stress test on my CPU a couple days ago. And now that I'm using it after the stress test, it's like, it's crashing like way more than it was crashing before. But the stress test didn't really show any problems with it, which is strange. Yeah, it said it was a coding error. But yeah, let's test this out now. Roll the chicken up. We should get 1 cooked chicken. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we get 10 in there. Perfect. So it is working. Okay, so the fix is pretty much just switch out the what was the thing before? Hopper. Switch out the hopper with a sideways bell. I think I stress tested too hard. The thing was, yeah, they're like, hey, stress test it. And I was like, okay, is the program gonna tell me something's wrong? They're like, no, just see if your computer screen starts flickering or anything. It's like, no, everything looks fine. I mean, I was stress testing as hard as the program would allow it, but I was mostly stress testing my GPU. But then it looked like it had like an option for CPU, so I just tried that too. Didn't really seem to make much difference. Okay, so we found a fix for this. Is there anything else we need to know about this? Another blue screen of death. Guys, we're going for a world record. Going for a world record of crashes, I guess. Oh dear. Don't think stress tests are the best. Even rhymes. Did you overclock your CPU or something? No, I actually did not. The computer, the blue screen just started happening. Well, unfortunately, it started happening right when I changed. When I changed some of my programs so that they would run off of my GPU whenever possible. But then when I changed it back, it didn't seem to fix it. Guitar says, honestly, I don't find the crashes as annoying as usual, even though it appears more often. Probably because you fix the stream very fast. Yeah, I feel really bad for all you guys watching, because it's like this, my streams aren't that entertaining to start with. And I realize that. And then it's worse when like we get crashed. I mean, normally it'd be like, you know, maybe 3 crashes during stream. But I guess we could try and look into the crashes now, kind of fix the farm. What I was hoping to do in today's stream is to go through each of the baby mobs and then try to figure out which farms they break and stuff. But yeah, we haven't got very far. Can't you just check the logs of the blue screen of death, says Wolf? Yeah, we actually did. So I can actually show you guys what we do. Blue screen of death. Okay, so we're going to AI mode. We want to be watching this or something else. Let me just go to the baby world. Would I try undervoltage because it happens a lot? Undervolt. Yeah, no, I looked at like the voltage stuff, the voltage, and it acted like it was within the normal ranges for the voltage stuff. So, but anyways, what I do is I've been keeping track of all the blue screens of death. And holy muggers. Oh my goodness. We have so many. I've been taking a picture with my camera on my phone every time we had a blue screen of death. So, let's see. Blue screen of death, stop code, page fault in non-paged area. Also, okay. If I copy this and put it out here, what is plus? I think we add a file. Also, I just want to list a whole bunch off. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Let me read trick chat. Amusingly, I getting an ad every time you come back. Oh, that is weird. I would try undervoltage because it happens a lot. If the blue screen happens again, then you can search up. No, I have a record of every single blue screen death there, Wolf. And we'll go through each of them. And we'll see what AI thinks it is. What I'll do is I'll tell AI all the different blue screens of death messages, and then I'll ask us, what do you think it is based off of all these? Because they're kind of different. But anyways, Twitch is run their scheduled ad. While the ad's running, I'm going to read all these off to the AI and come back. Hopefully we have results. Meanwhile, check out my new video. It's up over my TikTok. Click the link there and check it out. What is the cause of my blue screen of death? I've had several of them. Starting with... Oh my goodness. Stop code page fault in non-paged area. Also, stop code K mode exception. Stop code K mode exception not handled. What failed? xvdd.sys system thread exception not handled. Also system service exception. Also system service exception win 32k full .sys. Also system service exception. Also system thread exception not handled. IGDKMD64. Okay, maybe I should try to write this down first because it seems like it's having trouble. Maybe it's having trouble. No, another one. There's a different blue screen death too. Okay, let me... Blank document. Let's try this. That there, this over here. That's supposed to be dark. Is it dark mode? Oh, that's bright mode. That's dark mode. Really? That's dark mode? Not very dark. Oh, so now that's when my that's when yeah, that's when it loses track of the monitor. Let's see if I fix this off. Yeah, it looks okay. Fix this off. I wonder why this was. Why is this not so dark? Yeah, it's supposed to be dark mode. Huh. Don't look very dark to me, guys. Don't look very dark to me. Whatever. Okay. We'll try to... Oh, did it crash again? Wow, it's really crashing. Huh. That's crazy. Crazy. I was gonna try to use, there's text to speech thing on here and let's see if it works. So if I do Control Shift S, blue screen of death, page fault in non-paged area. Next is K mode exception not handled, xvdd.sys. Next is system thread exception not handled, then system service exception, then system service exception, win32k full.sys, then system service exception, then system thread exception not handled, igdkmd64.sys. Next is page fault in non-paged area. Then is driver IRQ not less or equal DXGMMS2.sys. Then driver IRQL not less or equal AMDKMDAG.sys. Then kernel auto boost invalid lock release. Then kernel security check failure. Then kernel security check failure. Then page fault in non-page area DXGKRNL.sys. Then system thread exception not handled AMDKMDAG.sys. Then unexpected kernel mode trap win32k full.sys. Then system service exception win32k base.sys. Then system thread exception not handled AMDKMDAG.sys. Then kernel security failure check failure. Then critical process died. Okay. Had to rattle all that off. Need a drink after that one. Does it only crash while streaming? Yeah. Well, I've had it crash without streaming, but it's pretty rare. Okay, so every time I say next, or then, I don't know why the screen's white. It should be dark mode. Let me just turn this on. Oh, it still really didn't make it dark mode. No, I don't. What's the point of dark mode if it's not actually dark? Oh, I updated it. Now it's dark. Okay. I was like, why is it not dark? Third time there's the word then. We'll just enter there. There is a lot of them. Okay. Who's gonna do it? There we go. Page faulty, and then next. Consumption. Yeah, I probably understand that, but I guess we could remove the spaces. Like that. That looks correct. And then this is, I think this is supposed to be drive. Oh. IRQL. And then we have I want to make sure AI gets it correctly, so I'll make sure everything is spelled correctly. I have a feeling he uses Linux. I do not use Linux. I'm using Windows. That's how I'm getting blue screens of death crashes. I don't think you get those on Linux. Which several people have pointed out to me. They're like, "Oh, you won't get this on Linux." But I would have a lot other trouble with Linux. Let me see this one. 64, okay, 64 one. Looks good. Okay. And the next one is this one. It's a MD. And that's a different spelling of kernel. Kernel. Auto boost. Invalid lock released. Okay. Oh yeah, there's another one here. Okay, page fault, non-page area. That looks correct. When it says AMD, it makes me think it's like the AMD graphics card, but you know, I also turned off my graphics card. So this might be after I turned it back on again. Then it's KM. They wrote N. I could just, like I said, like reinstall Windows, but I should probably finish building my new computer. We have this one, which is the same thing. Okay, that might, I think that's all of them. Let me catch up with chat. Google dark mode isn't really dark. This is a extension, Chrome extension. And it doesn't crash. It doesn't crash while stress test is happening. No, it didn't crash while stress is happening. Yeah, it only really streams during stream. CPU encoder might be overloaded, I think. The thing is, I've changed the encoders. I've streamed from my internal GPU. I've streamed from my my normal GPU. I haven't tried streaming from my CPU, but I don't think it can handle it. JT says, after all the zombie reinforcements here early this week, now listen to Tango struggle with the zombie reinforcements. Oh, really? What is he working on related to zombie reinforcements? Gotta go have fun. Thanks, Torrent, stopping by. Yeah, I hope I fix the problem. Streaming on non-board graphics? Okay. Like I said, I kind of switched it all up. I tried different things. I disabled my internal graphics. Still had a blue screen crash. I disabled my actual graphics. Still had blue screen crash. I'm only guessing it must be CPU because it's the only thing that's consistent. I checked the RAM. This says the RAM's fine. I checked my SSD, my hard drives. They said they're all good. If you have a new computer you have to build, then why are you troubleshooting this one? I tried to figure out what the problem is, Wolf. And I still need to like use this computer while I'm building the other one. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to build it as like fast. Like I could build it up pretty quickly, but then by the time I had to get like everything moved over to that computer, I had to figure out how to get like the Windows onto it and all the little things. But I would still like this computer to be usable. Will you stream building the other one? Yeah, people mention that, but I don't really know how to stream me showing how to build it. I'd have to have some kind of cable, because I think the only camera I really have is on my phone, so I'd have to like have my phone on a tripod. I think it'd just be too stressful. Like the current computer, building my current computer was kind of stressful. I don't really want to stress like think about streaming and talking and building. Trying to set up a system to store zombies from a spawner, filtering out the ones that pick up items, and that was reducing his rate, so he was trying reinforcements from restricted zombies to supply it. Fortunately now the reinforcements have aggro towards golem. Pathfinder is messing other things that I see. Okay, let's ask AI what these are. Oh, I guess I already gave it a name. What is the likely cause of based off of all of these messages? Don't fail me now, AI. What does it say? Physical hardware failure, most likely involving RAM or motherboard. Oh, so you never said motherboard before. We did check the RAM. Ooh, it could be motherboard. Yeah, it keeps talking about corrupted, but I mean, I don't see any corruption unless it's somewhere I can't see it. At a fundamental level, breakdown. Well, let me have this thing read it to us. I don't feel like reading after my voice is tired.
The drivers AMD KMDAG.size, IGDKMD64.size, DXGKRNL.size, DXGMMS2.size. These represent your AMD graphics, Intel. Because you are seeing crashes from both AMD and Intel files, it is unlikely that both drivers are broken at once, rather. The hardware they run on, the motherboard or RAM, is likely unstable. The kernel errors, Win32k full.size, Win32k base.size, kernel security check, these are core Windows components. They crash when they receive corrupt data from the hardware. The memory errors, page fault in non-paged area, this is the classic symptom of faulty RAM or a failing memory controller on the CPU. The system errors, critical process died. This occurs when a vital Windows service is forced to stop due to the preceding instability. Likely cause, faulty hardware, bad RAM stick. This is the #1 suspect for a system throwing multiple, unrelated stop codes. Corrupt bits in RAM cause different exceptions, depending on what data was stored there. Motherboard chipset failure. If the motherboard cannot properly manage the communication between your AMD and Intel hardware, it will trigger the variety of driver errors you saw. Unstable overclocking. If you have enabled XMP, Intel, or DOCP, Expo, AMD, in your BIOS, the memory may be running faster than it can actually handle. Immediate
RAM is probably the issue. No, I did a RAM check. I did a couple RAM checks, and it says the RAM's all good. So, Guitar says, let me guess. Update your graphics drivers. That's what the AI will say. That's what I was saying before, but looks like this time it might actually be motherboard issue, which something I haven't looked into. Twitch schedule ad is coming up, guys. You guys can do whatever you want during the ad. Grab a drink, grab a snack, get up a stretch, use the restroom. I'll keep going through this and see what it is.
Immediate troubleshooting steps. Test RAM sticks individually. Turn off the PC and remove all but one RAM stick. Use the computer for a while. If it crashes, swap to the other stick. If only one stick causes crashes, that stick is faulty. Reset BIOS to defaults. Enter your BIOS and select Load Optimized Defaults to ensure no overclocking or unstable power settings are active. Run System File Checker. Open command prompt as administrator and run sfc can now to repair any Windows files that were damaged during these crashes. DDU clean reinstall. Use the display driver uninstall. Run system file checker. Open command prompt as administrator and run sfc can now to repair any Windows files that were damaged during these crashes. DDU clean reinstall. Use the display driver uninstaller DDU tool to completely wipe your AMD and Intel graphics drivers, then download fresh copies from the official manufacturer websites. DDU clean reinstall. Use the display driver uninstaller DDU tool to completely wipe your AMD and Intel graphics drivers, then download fresh copies from the official manufacturer websites.
Huh. I don't know what to think about this. That's it. Is running a program to test for bad RAM. The same as physically swapping one at a time. If these programs are right, you're hard. Okay. So the results are a little bit not too helpful. So one of the things it says is physically like take out my RAM and see if it works or not. They're not 100% foolproof. They can sometimes miss software that only happen specific temperatures, voltage, complex workload. A test might pass even if the RAM is unstable during real-world use. Physical swapping isolation involves removing all but one RAM stick and using here on it. Stick A basically crashed. Culprit cause requires operating computer. Or should I do both? Oh wait. When software tests use a more rigorous than built-in tool finds any errors. I think that program gets to run from a memory stick. Physical isolation. What I could do is I kind of need a lot of my RAM. What I could do is just remove one at a time and then see which one it is. Cause I think mine are only 8. Oh, what are they? I think I have 4 of them in there. And I think it's 32. Is that 8? Yeah, maybe that is 8. Okay, so anyways, this is what the AI said. So the AI said, likely cause. It says bad RAM stick, but I did run the RAM stick testing program that's on Windows, and it said all the RAM was good. Motherboard chip. I mean, that's very possible. I don't know how I could test that. Overclocking. It says here's what the troubleshoot. It says troubleshoot the stick. You have to physically remove them. Reset the BIOS. I already did this. I don't really have any overclock or anything. I never had anything like that. Run the file check thing. We've done that before. I can do it again, I guess. It says clean out all of the drivers for your GPU and your CPU, and then download new ones. I mean, we kind of already did that, but I guess we could try that again. To me, none of this is very helpful. Up here it says, if motherboard cannot properly manage your AMD Intel hardware, will trigger a variety of. How can I check for? Let me read it. What you guys in chat? Test RAM, and if that doesn't work, reinstall Windows. Yeah, I'm thinking about reinstalling Windows, but like I said, I gotta get my other computer up probably. I've always been annoyed by the jump to faulty RAM in diagnosis help process. Is that pretty common? Oh, looks like I have someone came to visit me. Sounds like one of my siblings is in my house. It's more plausible than the rest of the experience. Oh yeah. Yeah, so far I've had pretty good luck with Gemini. Okay, quick question says, Duder, does it always happen only when streaming? Like I said, only when streaming. I have had it happen a couple times without streaming, but it was much more rare. Like right now I'm streaming, but I'm not running Minecraft. And I noticed that if I stream plus Minecraft, then it's a lot worse. Like I haven't had a crash since I'm not streaming Minecraft. So like I feel like it's something that's related to Minecraft and streaming together or something. Because I don't have problems when I just run Minecraft either. Charles says a driver update. Yeah, but we already did the driver update thing. If that's the case, then super doubtful it's faulty hardware related based on the experience and diagnosis failure. But it's something that's causing, right? So it's like under stress, limited stress failure causes. Drivers causing hardware related issues due to overstress or not being able to keep up. Oh, I mean, it could be drivers, but there's so many drivers, and Windows is not updating my drivers automatically, even though it says it is. It's like best way is to test one RAM stick at a time, but one RAM is like 8 gigabytes, so it's like my computer wouldn't really run very well. Like I couldn't actually run. I couldn't stream on just. Let me see how many I'm using at the moment. Okay, right now, since I'm not running Minecraft, it's not too bad. I could just run like maybe half of them. But if I run Minecraft, I pretty much need like 3 out of the 4 or something. The slots aren't bad. Repeat each slot to ensure the sticks. I heard a professional PC builder that 4 RAM is usually a bad idea. 4 RAMs is usually a bad idea. Well, like I said, I started with 2 and then I added 2 more. Yeah, they usually don't recommend depending on the extra 2 or something. Like the way they work together or something. Like the first 2 work together really well and the last 2 don't really work so well. But they shouldn't cause problems. I look for the video and send you. Yeah, you can send me whatever. Depending on the motherboard and said sticks of RAM. Honestly, those are all good go-to fixes that every help my computer broke forum shouts out before getting down into the logs. I mean, this is kind of the logs, right? These are all the crash logs right here. JT, good luck with the computer issue. Time for you to go. Have a good one there, JT. Hopefully we can work on the reinforcement farm. Maybe next stream. We'll see. I was kind of hoping to record a video related to the chicken farm fix, but we're having a lot of problems. What happens while you're not streaming? Are you doing anything partly RAM or CPU intensive? I think it only happened like 1 or 2 times. And I think I was just doing normal stuff like Minecraft or editing or recording. But like, you know, I do that stuff all the time, so it's like hard to tell. Are you using 8 gigabytes of RAM now? Maybe just crashes when you use 6 gigabytes. No, I'm using I have 32 sticks, so right now, see it says 32 gigabytes. That's 4 sticks. 4 sticks of 8. I haven't physically removed them because I ran the test and the test said it was fine. So I just figured, oh, it's fine. It must be something else. But maybe, you know, AI says that it could possibly not find the fix and it could still be bad RAM. Check motherboard for check following steps. Physically inspect it. More reliable. Before using software, look for clear physical indication the board is toast. What? I mean, I could look at my board, but I hope it's not toast. Capacitor check. Inspect the capacitor. Flat clear tops. It's failing. Okay, I guess we could look for failure. Burn marks and smells. Jesus, sounds pretty bad. Static, let's just ensure that the board is clean and have... Yeah, I should blow off my CPU, but like I've opened it up, there's like almost no dust. It's maybe like a super fine layer of like very light dust, but there's no dust. I keep my computer like 2 foot off of the ground, so like a lot of the dust can't go up that high, you know what I mean? Which keeps it clean. And I have a filter on one side of it. What are they got? BIOS hardware diagnosis. The LEDs. If the LED stays lit during start. I don't even know what LED. I kind of turned off all my LEDs, or I covered them up because I don't like the lights. Beep codes. I don't think it really makes beep codes. Oh, clear the CMOS by removing the coin battery. Yeah, this happens to me naturally every time I unplug it, or every time the power goes out. Software monitoring stress test. Oh, more stress tests, guys! Yay! Okay, I guess you can. The thing is, they want you like to physically watch the values and see if they go down. I need a program that kind of does it for me and just tells me if something's wrong. Card says I sent you a video. Thank you. Home classroom were always one of the biggest pains to have to inform people about. When you mentioned running a RAM memory test, what did you run? Some Microsoft. Yeah, this is gonna sound silly, but what encoding are you currently using? I've tried everything. I've streamed using my internal GPU. I've streamed using my normal GPU. I've streamed using my CPU. Doesn't matter which one I use, I still get a blue screen death. The one I'm using right now is my internal GPU. So this is my streaming. Right now I'm using internal GPU. These are my settings, but I'm also recording using my internal GPU. Because for some reason, the internal GPU is better than the actual GPU. I don't know how that's possible. Yeah, I'm on Windows 10. I guess I should tell AI. I'm also on Windows 10. I don't know if it makes much difference. Good choice. Well, I mean, I would upgrade to Windows 11 if my computer can handle it, but my CPU, apparently my CPU, they don't allow me to update. Because it's missing some kind of security thing. Well, I mean, give us some options, but this driver's easier. Maybe I will try to remove one RAM stick every time. And I should just start building on my other computer. But I mean, it seems kind of crazy that it's this hard to figure out what's wrong with my computer. Like, I mean, this is like my first desktop. Like, I built this desktop myself 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago now. So I never really had a problem. I mean, I guess my laptop crashed, but like my actual hard drive just corrupted, and everything on it corrupted. So it just like destroyed my laptop just wouldn't start up. But this is more like everything works until it doesn't work. When you put your RAM in, did the slots them right next to each other or space them out? I put the first two like it recommended, and then when I bought 2 more, I put the next 2 in. I only have 4 slots, so they're all right beside each other. But like supposedly the first 2 kind of work together, and then like the last 2 RAM sticks aren't as efficient. That's what I heard at least. Well, we have some options to test. I guess I could put my video out on Sunday too. But I mean, it feels like, I mean, the computer, like today's stream, it's just been crashing way more than before. Like I took a picture with my phone every time I have a blue screen of death, and you can see all these blue screen of death you see are here on the left hand side. All of these are just from today. And this happened after I ran a GPU and a CPU test, where it just like is a stress test, and the stress test looks fine. Yeah, I have all the pieces for a new computer as far as I'm aware. I forgot to check the paste. Hey Ulrich. Just depends on the motherboard and the type of RAM, which is why knowing installation configuration. Yeah. I think I looked up at the time and that was what they recommended. But yeah, it definitely seems like all these crashes happen after I stress test my GPU and my CPU. So like something got worse. I say the RAM could be the issue. One stick is damaged, it caused crashes. But then why does it, when I did the RAM check, why does it not, it did not find any bad RAM when I did RAM check? I'll try the memory test thing. Mem test 886, is that what it's called? Can you run the mem test 86 without? I thought you had to like do something special. That was kind of hard, but yeah, it says create a boot disk in Windows. Do I actually need a boot from it? That'd be kind of annoying. Maybe I should watch some videos about it first. Huh. How you doing there, Ulrich? For example, my motherboard is odd. Yeah, common 2 sticks RAM. Huh, okay. Looks like Twitch's ads coming up. I'll see you guys back after that. And I'll grab some more water in the meantime, and we'll see if we can figure out what to do next. This tells the temperature of my GPU, but there's no, when I had different software, none of the software were able to tell the temperature of my CPU. So I don't think there is a sensor on it or something, because I downloaded some other stuff and it never was able to tell the temperature of my CPU. But the GPU was within the temperature range. The CPU, like the fans, and the GPU and the CPU, like they really kicked on when I was doing the test. Okay, using a series of comprehensive algorithms and test patterns. Requires USB drive. Launch the included image USB application. Select from the list, write the image to the USB. If it's not already selected, select the image. Click write. After accepting a few more prompts, it should be right. That's for Windows, that's for Linux, Mac. Stick it into the drive and restart your computer. Look at the BIOS, open up the device. And then you have to choose to boot from that flash drive. Most systems. Okay. Please consult the motherboard documentation for details. That's not very helpful. Okay, process will completely delete all data on your drive. Yeah. Choose run, option run, drive now. Reinsert the drive for Windows to recognize it. Okay, I don't quite understand this. What is a UFD? Is it stands for flash drive? Is it USB flash? Oh, USB flash drive probably. Start USB flash drive. Launch the image. Okay. Choose the 0. Drive. Is this motherboard? USB flash drive. Okay. It's kind of confusing when they use abbreviations and you're not used to them. You'll need to reinsert the drive. Oh, this is about getting your capacity. Oh, this is getting your This is about getting your memory back on your stick. Okay, I don't think we need. I don't think that's related to what we need. Okay, so that's gonna be a little bit annoying to do. I have to, double check everything, make sure I'm doing everything correctly before I actually do it. But before I do that, I'll probably do some of the easier test, like some of these other ones that we could just run systems. Probably do those tests first before I start doing the harder stuff, and then if I have to, I start switching out the RAM sticks. Is there anything else that I could do between streams? Because I'm hoping to stream tomorrow too. Will also take quite a bit of time as well. Okay. The longer it runs, the more reliable the results. Kind of deal. Huh, okay. What else did I write? Okay, so I can run the FSC scan. display driver uninstaller, I guess. We try the Intel diagnosis tool. Probably try that second. What was this HW thing? Let me see. What do we call HW? Some program. Download and monitor voltage in real time. Oh, that's something. Then I started having problems in October with actually blue screens of death. But yeah, we have been streaming for 6 hours. We'll find somebody to raid. Sorry that these streams are all over the place. I was hoping to record a video about the changes, but I guess I'll run some of these tests, and tomorrow we'll probably maybe try to record that video. But yeah, meanwhile, while I get the raid going, you guys, if you're following me over on my TikTok and Instagram, I do upload shorts, short format over there. Let's raid Dugat. He's doing some physical mining, making a perimeter in his world. Let's see how his progress is going along. But yeah, thanks guys so much for tuning in today's stream. What is it? Oh, and it says when at the mob cap, reinforcement is called a spawn fails. No. You can go over mob cap with reinforcements. Yeah, there's no limit. But yeah, we're gonna raid Dugat. He's doing some mining in a perimeter. We'll see how it's going. See how his mining progress going there. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in today's stream. Sorry about all the crashes. Hopefully we can do better in the future. You pinned the raid message. I can't see the countdown now for the raid. But anyways, have all you guys copy the raid message you see there in chat. Let them know we're coming in with the Raiseworks raid. I do stream every Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, Saturday, if possible. If not, I'll let you guys know one of these times. Bye-bye. Oh wait, the raid has started. Okay, now the raid will start. Bye-bye.